Coach on the hot seat. I have 6 coaches here. I want you to tell me scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the hottest seat, of course, and of course 1 to 0 being the lowest. I'm going to give you 6 names here. And you tell me scale 1 to 10 hot seat. First one, we got the Bears coach Matt Eberflus.
Oh, bro, that is just a 9. He is in some trouble. Yeah. I don't. If the Bales fail or continue to, I should say, this year, you have to feel like they're going to blow it up, don't you?
Well, here's the thing, too, also. Right now, they're on pace to have the first picks in the draft. Right now, the 2-0
That's my point.
In the league.
You blow it up now so the new regime can come in and build and buy their groceries.
They won't extend Fields probably beyond this year. They won't give his option. So you run 1 more year of Fields. You bring in you draft Caleb Williams, assuming that he decides.
How about you pay some veteran linemen? How about that?
I thought Fields looked great in the first 3 quarters of the game. He was very efficient. I mean, I don't know. It's a mess there. But you have an opportunity here to where, assuming it stays the way it is, assuming the Panthers and Bears are the 2 worst teams in football by January rather, the 2 picks go to Chicago. So, I mean, there's an opportunity here to really change course. And not for nothing, I think Fields on the trade market can still get something. You can still get something for Fields.
Yeah,
I think he's still talented enough to garner interest. You don't think the Giants would want
if Trey Lance can find a spot, Justin Fields.
If you get a 4th for Trey Lance, you can at least get a 2nd for Justin Fields. It's a 2nd.
If I'm a GM and offering no higher than a 3rd,
okay, fine. Okay, right. Well, yeah, but I'm sure someone could say, "Oh, I'll give you a 2nd," right? Depending on the team, of course. Now, too, in the situation.
Absolutely.
So I'm with you. It was probably definitely. I'll probably go.
If I'm Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, I'm not even thinking about higher than a 3rd.
I'm gonna go like 8.5, 9 as well too. That's all I have as well. So all right, maybe a little surprise here, but I'll say anyway because it's only 2nd year in. Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota.
6.
Really?
Because the struggle is real. And you're in a bad division. Actually, I can see why Vikings fans would even argue a 7. Ernest Christian, think about the world we live in when I'm going to say this phrase. Your biggest threat is the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me the power vacuum is real in the NFC North. You and I have talked about the power vacuum in question with the departure of Aaron Rodgers since basically the trade was announced, because you followed me and my great football mind to go in that direction, he said jokingly.
Yeah.
Okay. That or you just, stole it off my notes. But yeah, right. But when you consider all that, man, like I can't go lower than a 6, because if I'm in that building, I'm like, bro, this should be our house. And it's not.
I'm going to go 3 because, again, it's the 2nd year. First year as coach, they won a division, had the I believe the 2 seed in the NFC last year. So
that was all smoke and mirrors.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you on that.
Let me tell you this. The reason why you can't use the 2nd seed defense is because of the exit that happened. And you were the team that literally everybody in the nation picked as an air quotes upset. That doesn't track from.
I
even think that 2nd seed is more of an indictment in that front office who's evaluating whether or not to.
I'm sorry, 3rd seed, not 2nd seed, but still.
Thank you. Sorry. And I followed.
That's my bad. No.
Nonetheless, the point still holds.
Right. No, 13-4 last year, with a -5 point differential. So that they're gonna. I have 3 because I don't think ownership will panic this soon. I think if anything,
if they lost to the Panthers, they would have.
Maybe have a conversation about that, but I think also they'll.
0-4 is some shit.
I think what may happen is that they may allow him to pick the quarterback he wants first at this point.
Oh no! Because the reason why you don't want that to happen is then think about that. You're going to have another guy who you can tell is failing that you're not sure about set the tone for what the next class is going to have to deal with. The next, I shouldn't say class, but the next administration is going to have to deal with. That ain't it.
Fair point.
Now, granted, I'm assuming that a competent organization is the one in play. I can't necessarily declare the Vikings that.
Right.
I mean,
all right, next one.
Please as evidence, I should say, by one, Kirk Cousins' contract. By the way, it's not going to get any better playing the Chiefs next week. And depending on how things go against the Bears, it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. All right, this one's pretty interesting. Raiders coach, Josh McDaniels.
It's not a 10. It's at least an 8. First of all, McDaniels, because the S is for sucks.
Yes.
Has proven once again that he's not a head coach in this league.
Mm-hmm.
And then his first move, though it was probably out of comfort, was to go to an injury-prone Jimmy Garoppolo. No, this ain't it. Yeah, I don't care if it's the first year. This guy's going to be out like
this is the second year, I think. It's the second year, I think.
That only makes it worse then, doesn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's why I went 10. I went 10 for that reason. Because
all right, put me down 10.
We see enough. We see enough of this here. How about
the fact so well in Denver, right?
Yeah. How about the fact that the guy scores a touchdown, but they don't call a touchdown? It's clearly a touchdown, and rather than challenge the fucking play, he wastes a minute. Now, granted, the Raiders did score on a drive eventually, but because they wasted a minute off the clock, that's bad coaching. The guy was clear with the end zone, but he didn't challenge it. Dumb coaching, but it is what it is.
The S is for what?
Sucks.
Carry on.
My favorite guy, Brandon Staley with the Chargers.
What's Jim's favorite thing from Varsity Blues? 10! Bro, you came in a situation where the offense is humming and making Kellen Moore look good. A coach that our friend Jim Neese of the Huddle Up podcast was ready to launch into the sun as a Cowboy fan. Bing! Okay? And now you as a defensive coach suck on defense. I know you're missing Bosa. That's kind of a big deal. I appreciate that. But also, damn. You're a team that had expectations to not only compete for this division, but to return to the playoffs and avenge your 27-0 flame out. And you may not even do that at this rate.
And you're 2-2 right now. I went 15.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't want to 10 with 15, but I'm also
it's your content, so you can break the rules. But
again, it also furthers what I've been saying for the last 2 years.
Hey. This is a dramatization of every time Ernest Christian hears Staley's name. Hey.
No, it's a 10. It's definitely 10
plus. But also, as I did a dramatization for you, I would add another impersonation, and rightly so.
There we go, Joe Klatt. There we go. No, he's been awful. Like for me, what saves his job, honestly, he's got to win a playoff game on top of that. As you said.
And what happened in that playoff game, Ernest Christian? Yeah, I was there. I can tell you.
Yeah, I know you were there, and I don't see it happening. But unfortunately, he's lucky that his ownership groups, his bosses, the Spanos, are cheap as fuck.
Actually, it might even be part of the problem.
Yeah, well, that's why you might have a job security for another year or two. Anyway, how about this one? Robert Saleh in New York.
No, God, 2.
Okay.
2. Let me tell you why. First of all, let's pretend any of this is his fault. His side of the ball was kicking more ass than a guy with 5 legs and like 2 boots on his hands. Okay, his defense beat the Bills. A guy we have who has, by the way, one of the best receivers in the league and a top 10 quarterback. I know it was week 1 and that was part of it. I made that conversation. Screw you. Still impressive. And what they did to Patrick Mahomes II last night, people too stupid to understand that the Jets defense is that bleep good. Why am I bleeping? Just that. I don't want to say F. It's not. Anyway, the punch.
Fucking good. Just say fucking good.
Well, thank you. You saved me, EJ Christian.
Jesus.
Patrick Mahomes II had people on Twitter trying to tell him that he looked average. Come on.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh is handling his part of the ball. Scapegoats. Ayahuasca goes down. Shouts to Jim Neese. The other thing, Nathaniel Hackett is not coaching impressively either for the offense. Scapegoat number 2. Robert Saleh is safe.
He has excuses. I went 4 because he was higher than 4 prior to this weekend. I would have coming to the year.
No, shouldn't have been.
Kyle, coming to the year, I have him at a 6 or 7.
No, not at all.
Coming to the year, there's pressure.
No.
He's actually lowered. I think everything you said is why I've lowered him to 4.
Okay, wait. You're saying expectations. That's not the same as the hot seat. Okay, according to expectations, the first week at least, right. in a game, by the way, where he lost his quarterback, his franchise quarterback,
right,
albeit a rental, 4 snaps into the game, and he still beat the AFC East Division favorite. He met expectation at that point.
Right.
And what is hell? You got Ronnie Harrison doing the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen on NBC. By the way, that's not named Mike.
Yeah, I heard about that. What did he do exactly?
He said he was baiting Chris Jones to talk about how untalented Zach Wilson is, and I don't want to try to listen. I try to voice act and reenact stuff. I don't remember it well enough, so I'll just kind of paraphrase. But the phrase "but this guy is trash" or something like it was used by Rodney Harrison to try to bait Chris Jones into a soundbite. It was disgusting. That dude is officially – I never liked Rodney Harrison as somebody, but I kind of accepted him because he had kind of a personality and presence, and he was always good with Tony Dungy, okay? He was kind of a Tony Dungy backpack, okay? But after seeing that, no, has no business doing the job. He's officially stealing money, just like your boy Bill Simmons.
I'm looking for it right now, actually, so I can find this thing.
Well, I'm
going to play it. I'm saying, I'll find it right here.
Maybe EJ, for the sake of the audience, will edit this part in post.
No. We can keep talking. It's okay. This is what we do here, buddy.
By the way, this is you doing your best Rodney Harrison impression, being completely unprofessional. Okay. And making me look bad because I'm associated with you. Are you my backpack?
Shut the fuck up. Let's find it right here. Hold on. I think I found it. Okay, just shares real quick. All right. Let's see if I can find this. Is this it right here? Find it here.
I like that he's learning StreamYard on the fly. This is going to be a really shitty listen for our podcast listeners.
You hear it?
Yeah, that's it.
You can be honest. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, we knew it was going to be a battle. He's continuing to get better week in and week out, and he's continued to lead.
Oh, my bad.
Some bad.
You have to click on the porn.
Sorry, guys.
Than what you anticipated he would be watching him on tape, and you can be honest. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, we knew it was going to be a battle. He's continuing to get better week in and week out, and he's continued to lead week in and week out. But watching that tape, man, you got to look at this dude and say, "Oh, he is garbage." Like we should really tear him apart earlier. Like I said, Zach Wilson is special, man. You just got to give the guy time. You know what I mean? Wait. Did you say Zach Wilson is special?
Damn.
Yeah. I think he had a special night, but I don't think he's special. I've got to prove that.
Damn.
You're special because you proved it over a course of time. He's not special. I'm just saying, Chris. Hey, listen. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. That didn't bother me as much as I thought it would. Hold on, let me turn this on real quick.
Well, that's because you're not a professional. You're
no. No, what I'm saying, I see the unprofessionalism there on his part. He went into player mode. He went into player mode.
Clear.
If this is a podcast,
let me be clear. Yeah. You listen to more after but this guy is trash comment. Listen.
Yeah.
The dude would need to cram his shovel up Chris Jones's butt to dig any more for a quote.
No.
And Chris Jones, who I met in person in Arizona during the Super Bowl 57, the week of Super Bowl 57, is a classy dude. Oh, if you have half a brain, you wouldn't even attempt to get it like that because you're not going to get it like that from
Here's where I'll agree with you on there. If this was like on a podcast or on a different platform,
it's something I expect to see in new heights where it's people just chatting amongst retired or active players, right?
If Shannon Sharp and Channel Single said that on their podcast,
if the Kelsey brothers were talking to Julian Edelman, I would expect Julian Edelman to go, "Yeah, Zach Wilson is trash," and that's okay in that setting.
I think it's NBC. That's the issue.
It's NBC. You're asking another active player who is a good guy, and you're trying to put him in a position to look bad so you can get your soundbite. You are whoring yourself at that point.
For the record, never been a fan of Ronnie Harrison, 30-ass player anyway, so it makes sense.
I mean, if you were a Giants fan, I would consider that bias. But what do you care? If you were a Giants fan, you would make a comment about having the last laugh. But I
remember that? Tyree. That's right, baby. All right, finally, speaking of that, great segue. My last coach here.
#talent.
Bill Belichick.
This is hard to gauge. If it were anybody else, it's an 8. But I mean, how much stock do you think Bill has? Also, I would remind the public at large here listening to the Earnestly Speaking podcast. Bing. No, I'm on the show. You don't bing the show you're on.
Oh, right.
You don't wear the T-shirt of the band you're going to see. Don't be that guy, Ernest Christian. Jesus. Anyways.
Wait, you don't do that?
I'm sure you do, Tool.
I've done it before a couple times.
I
didn't wear a Tool shirt though at the Tool concert last year.
See, here's the thing: if you went to the Tool concert while wearing your Tool T-shirt, and you were telling me about going to the Tool concert while wearing your Tool T-shirt, then I would use the listening to Tool gif. That's Inception. Anyway,
and you'll sing the song also. Sorry, whatever. Go ahead.
No, but. It would be an 8 with anybody else. I feel like he's going to get 2 numbers or 1 or 2 numbers down because it's Bill Belichick cheat, which means he's still in trouble. What I think he's positioning, and I haven't looked at his contract lately, so forgive me, I don't know how long it is. But if his contract is nearing expiration, it will not be removed or renewed, I should say. And I think he's what we're assuring is he's on his last contract. But listen, with the way Foxborough and Boston fans are such as they are, it's time for him to go. It's a wicked pisser, but he's past his prime.
So the number is not 8, right? It's not 8.
It's not 8. I would say 7 or 6.
It's tough because we don't know exactly what his culture looks like. Everything is so secretive with him.
And what if Zach Taylor gets fired when Bill Belichick does? Mm-hmm. People will speculate that he's on to Cincinnati.
Oh my God, you're the worst. By the way, that was good though.
What can I say except you're welcome?
I'm gonna go 3 just because it's just still too much stock.
And that's a fair take too, man. That's a fair take.
So, but I mean, but the part about the contract, if anything, they'll allow him to run out his contract. Because of everything he's done.
I mean, unless there's like 5 years on it, that's not going to happen.
Right, that's true. All right,